When you travel next, here is an easy method to pack your essentials. Since my 3-year-old packing cube broke last month, I thought of a new and easy packing method for you. I call it the ground up packing method. This packing method has 8 steps that are easy for overpackers, last minute packers, or if you are a minimalist. So check the weather for your travel destination, then use these 8 steps to help you pack. In a carry-on suitcase, I usually use packing cubes while folding my clothes. The packing cube method was a great way to keep your travel essentials contained and somewhat organized. For this packing method, I'm going to fold clothes like I would in the packing cube method. I timed the folding process last year or 2 years ago, and folding ended up being faster than the rolling method. I know there is a lot of controversy between all of you with folding or the rolling method. So for this method, I'm not going to use packing cubes at all. And when I fold my clothes, I usually put them in flat into the suitcase. This is a new packing method, but do not miss my newest video of the latest changes for airline travel these days, post the COVID lockdown. I'll link it up there and in the description box. So in my carry-on suitcase, this would be the bottom of my suitcase. Now for this new packing method, I'm going to use this part because when you stand up your suitcase, this is the ground of your suitcase. And I'm gonna pack from the ground up. Step number 1 is to pack your shoes in the very bottom or the ground floor of your carry-on suitcase. A travel tip is to remember to only pack 2 shoes and then wear your heaviest shoes inside the airplane. You will also wear your heaviest jeans inside the airplane. When you travel again, I have some very smart tips for what not to wear inside the airplane that I will link for you as well. And all of these are fine to pack for your vacation, just not to wear in the airplane. And depending on how you pack, you will want to put underwear or socks inside your shoes, or you can use a bag or trash bag to keep germs off of them. Step number 2 is to fold all of your clothes before you start packing. Step number 3 for this packing method uses organization. Packing in an organized way does not mean you have to be neat and tidy. It means there's a method you use to pack that helps you pack only what you need. You're going to pack your heaviest items on the ground floor above your shoes. Those heavy items might be a pair of jeans or another pair of pants. You don't want to pack too heavy of jeans or pants when you're packing. You may want to search in YouTube how to military fold or the KonMari method of folding. Either one of those methods or just your plain old folding method is going to make those clothes flat. The regular way that I fold is I fold both sides toward the middle, then I fold the bottom of the shirt toward the middle, and then fold that part toward the collar. The best folding method for me is to just fold 3 times, or like 2 times down, so that there are 3 little layers, if that makes sense. Folding your clothes in that way is going to keep them a little bit more compact, and it's going to reduce wrinkles. So each time that I am putting in tops, I am mashing it down towards the ground floor of the carry-on suitcase. So far I have 2 pairs of shoes, a pair of jeans, 2 winter sweaters, and 5 t-shirts. That is so many outfits if you mix and match. But now you see, it's kind of like a Christmas tree. I have all this space on the side and still on the top and then on this side. Because one of my packing tips is to also use this mesh area to pack extra things like more shoes or some more tops or things like that, a hardback book, that enables some extra padding up here. So if you want to have something fragile right here, you're going to have that extra padding there. You can also pack fragile items around the edges because my carry-on suitcase has a steel frame. There are several suitcases that do. If you need tips on picking out your own carry-on suitcase, there are some really smart things that I thought of. They are absolutely the best tips for choosing your own carry-on luggage. So I will link that video for you. If you have not joined our worldwide community, just click the bell and subscribe, and I will help share tips with a free video every week for you. Step number 5 is to pack pouches around the edges. Here's an example of a pouch. There are all kinds of different ones that you can use, whatever you have around your house. You can use plastic baggies to pack things in. I like to also have this skinny kind of packing cube for electronics and then like pajamas, underwear, socks. For this packing trip, it fits along the very top of my suitcase. I don't know if you can see with the depth perception, but I still have about 3 inches to go where these shoes are. So I could even put an extra shirt or another skinny packing cube right across there on top of those shoes. This is a little gadget I bought for our cruise ship just so we would have more plugs and then more USB ports, but I'm taking it to a resort we're going to, one of the Margaritaville resorts. If you've ever been, let me know how you liked it. Step number 6 is the smush and squish method. You are going to smush and squish everything to the edge once you get those pouches in, and then fit in more if you need to. Fit in that extra pair of flip-flops or something like that. Your makeup pouch. You can pack your makeup basics for the airplane ride in one pouch and keep that in your personal item. And then pack the rest of your makeup in another pouch that goes inside your carry-on. Some makeup cases are too bulky, so divide it up into pouches to save space. I do realize that I could pack in those non-vacuum cleaner compression Ziploc bags, but I'm not really packing for winter yet, so I think this folding method and the ground floor method is good enough for now. But if you are packing for a winter destination or colder weather climate, I highly suggest those Ziploc compression bags. You do not need a vacuum cleaner. The nice thing about pouches is that they come in all sizes depending on what you really need to pack. I would pack pills, toiletries, and other travel essentials in those pouches. Step number 7 for this packing method is to remember to pack in your personal item bag as an extension of your suitcase. There's so much space in that personal item bag. Remember to always keep medicine in your personal item and not in your suitcase, in case they run out of overhead bin space and have to check your suitcase last minute. I do have 6 other packing methods that may match your packing style a little better that I will try to link for you. And step number 8 is to find those pockets of space that are all throughout your suitcase. In the outer pocket, the inside mesh pocket, the inner corners of your carry-on suitcase. You may even want to roll a shirt and pack it in an area of open space, but a tip is to find those empty pockets from the ground up. Once you get it all in, just make it work, like Tim Gunn says. I had an idea for a Q&A video all about travel. My husband's a pilot, so you can send us that kind of questions if he's legally allowed to talk about that stuff. And then any fears or why do they do this kind of questions, just send them below in the comments section, and maybe I'll use them in a future video. I really want to see what the most asked questions are for airline travel. Let me know what you think about this easy and new packing method. I want to tell you thank you so much for being kind to all of the other travel lovers who were stuck at home in all the comments that you put down there. Thanks again.